Hey, how's it going? Let's check out what's in the news today. Forbes has just released its list of the 100 highest earning entertainers. And despite Taylor Swift and Kylie Jenner taking out the 2 top spots, there were only 16 women that made the list.
Musicians, athletes, actors, personalities, authors, comedians and BTN reporters. They all entertain. But when it comes to who makes the most money, not everyone makes the cut. Oh, one day, Jack. Just you wait. This is Forbes' list of the 100 highest earning entertainers. To make the cut, you have to have earned at least $37.5 million last year, which Forbes says is a 7% increase from the year before, which means the rich are getting richer. Great! Taylor Swift took the #1 spot. She made around $185 million last year, with most of that coming from her ginormous stadium tours. She was followed by Kylie Jenner and her very successful cosmetics company at #2. But overall, the list only includes 16 female entertainers, none of which are athletes. Of the 12 actors, just 2 are women. Experts say that the list is an indication that the gender pay gap is an ongoing issue for the entire entertainment industry, and that changes need to be made to see more women on the list.
New South Wales has won the State of Origin series 2-1 for the 2nd year in a row. Things were pretty tense in the deciding game in Sydney. Scores were level with just a minute to go, but in the final 20 seconds, James Tedesco struck, giving the New South Wales Blues its first back-to-back State of Origin series win since 2005. There's been an overflow of tourists wanting to climb Uluru, with reports of trespassing, camping illegally, and dumping rubbish. People have been rushing to climb the iconic Red Rock before climbing is banned from October 26th. Uluru is a sacred site to the Anangu traditional owners, and climbing it is seen as really disrespectful. Most kids learn a language at school, right? But the kids you're about to meet are actually learning one that's endangered. They're part of a new generation of Aussies learning Wiradjuri.
These kids are on their way to Gawara, a junior school for Indigenous kids in Sydney. They're learning Wiradjuri language, just one of around 160 Indigenous languages being spoken in homes around Australia.
If I went to a different school, I wouldn't be able to learn my language and I wouldn't get to meet other Indigenous people.
Experts reckon a lot of Indigenous languages won't be around much longer unless kids learn them, something this school is trying to change, one Wiradjuri word at a time.
It brings back like a pride. It's reconnecting them back to their language.
Platypus. Butterfly.
Now to a segment about people, animals and objects being put in their place. It's everything as it should be. These mountain goats in the US have been kidnapped. Get it? Kid, baby goat. Anyway, they were rounded up, blindfolded and whisked off in slings dangling from a helicopter. While that might seem terrifying to a goat, or a human, come to think of it, it was all for a good cause. The mountain goats were introduced into a national park in the 1920s, but now they're being returned to their native habitat, which is, unsurprisingly, the mountains. Speaking of kids, it just doesn't seem right that an 11-year-old can outrun and outdodge an American NFL star, does it? But that's what happened when KD went up against Carolina Panthers star Luke Kuechly. Of course, the sports gods decided to put things right again. Don't worry, folks, KD was fine. And what would you do if the door of an armoured car flew open, raining money on the freeway? Would you stop and grab it? According to these people, that's a yes. According to the police, that's a big no. In fact, it's just stealing. The car was carrying about $175,000, and so far at least 2 very upstanding citizens have returned their loot. Almost everything as it should be. Well, this is the part of the video where I ask if you've subscribed yet. If you haven't, you're going to miss out on heaps of awesome videos just like this one. And while you're at it, let us know, were you stoked about the Blues winning the State of Origin or a little disappointed? Comment below.